For more than a decade, animal rights advocates have tried to give some of the oldest and sickest chimpanzees in the state a better home, but with little success. Now, after the death of several chimps over the last year, those advocates says the federal government has to do better. News 13's Chandler Farnsworth spoke with an expert about efforts to relocate the rest of the chimps.
We are fighting hard to get all these chimps to sanctuary.
Since October 2023, 5 adult chimpanzees at the Alamogordo primate facility on the Holloman Air Force Base have died, leaving a total of 23 chimps.
What's happened is they're languishing at APF.
The causes of death range from heart problems, HIV, and old age. The facility is ran by the National Institutes of Health. The location was used for biomedical research before coming to an end several years ago. But even with the conclusion of testing, animal rights advocates say the facility is not the home these animals deserve.
Holloman Air Force Base is a very important part of New Mexico and our culture and our military fighting force for the country. But the chimpanzees are on an Air Force base.
A federal judge ruled that the chimps be relocated to Chimp Haven, a 200-acre sanctuary in Louisiana. However, since that 2022 ruling, the chimps have stayed. Advocates argue that the living conditions at the sanctuary are far better and would also cost taxpayers much less.
The law has to be followed here. The Chimp Act is very clear. These chimps must be moved to sanctuary.
According to data from Animal Protection New Mexico, the cost to keep chimps in Alamogordo is about $229 per day. That number drops to $76 a day when kept at the Louisiana sanctuary. However, after years of lobbying and raising awareness around the issue, the federal government has done little to relocate the animals.
And it was written specifically for them, meaning to find a way to move these chimpanzees no matter what their health status was at any given time.
APNM says that since the start of 2024, more than 130,000 people have contacted the agency asking them to follow through with the judge's ruling. And in a recent poll conducted by the organization, more than half of participants say that chimps should be moved and that the federal agency should be pressured to take action.
Delay is not in the best interest of the chimps, and this is what happens. Chimps die when the federal government drags its feet.
Chandler Farnsworth, KRQE News 13.
We reached out to the National Institute of Health for an interview. We did not hear back.